Let's welcome House Foreign Affairs Ranking Republican McCaul of Texas. Congressman, great to have you back on. Thanks, is
Liz.
Taiwan next? What do you think? Hundreds of Hong Kong residents have now been arrested. Is Taiwan next?
Well, this is a major takeover by the Chinese Communist Party of Hong Kong in violation, of the Sino-UK, the British treaty. And they're basically ripping the treaty into shreds and taking over Hong Kong and silencing them, taking their freedoms of speech away, taking their democracy away, while the rest of the world sits back and watches. The last bill we passed in the House last week unanimously was to sanction the Chinese Communist Party for its violation of the treaty and its takeover of Hong Kong. I can't emphasize enough how important this is. Their Chinese aggression against not only Hong Kong, but against India and the Tibetan Himalaya region, and also, as you mentioned, with Taiwan. Taiwan is on their roadmap, and it will be done in a similar way, I believe. That is their short-term strategy.
Wow, that's pretty upsetting for the people of Taiwan. It's been living in freedom for decades. The president is talking potentially about executive actions on China and also on Hong Kong. What do you expect? Because today the president did officially withdraw the U.S. from the World Health Organization. What do you think is coming up next?
Well, I think you're going to see the sanctions that we passed in the Congress. The president has yet to act on that. I think he will. In talking to Secretary Pompeo, you're going to see sanctions against the Chinese Communist Party. It's not something we wanted to do, but he could not certify the autonomous nature of Hong Kong anymore. In other words, the one country, two systems has now failed, and it's one country, one system, and that's the Chinese Communist Party. So we have no option but to issue the sanctions, against them. With respect to the World Health Organization, our report that came out recently really details the cover-up and the lies by the Chinese Communist Party when it came to the doctors that were trying to alarm the system. They arrested and detained them. They went into labs, destroyed lab samples. And then the human-to-human transmission lie that the Communist Party kept propagating. General Director Tedros was their hand-picked candidate. That's the head of the World Health Organization. When his own expert is telling him this is human-to-human, and he declines to issue a public health emergency alert to alert the world to the fact that we're maybe going from an epidemic to a pandemic. He failed in his #1 mission, and I believe we need a leader at the WHO who cares more about global health than appeasing the Chinese Communist Party.
So that's a report out of your committee that detailed all that, right, Congressman?
Correct. You can get it on our website. We translate it into Mandarin and Cantonese. We have, through the State Department, broke through their firewall. This document is going viral in mainland China to people who don't have any freedom or freedom of speech to get the truth to them about how this whole thing started.
Interesting. Congressman, great to have you back on. Come back soon.
Thank you, Liz.